True story, shared anonymously. The smell was the first thing. Not overwhelming, not rotting, just wrong. Like something metallic mixed with bleach. It started in the hallway outside my apartment. I assumed it was coming from another unit. Old buildings trap smells. I didn't think much of it, until it followed me inside. I cleaned, opened windows, lit candles. The smell never fully went away. A few days later, I noticed the stain. It was faint, just a darker patch in the carpet near the bedroom door. I tried to scrub it out. It didn't move. That's when I realized something else. That patch was the only clean spot in the room. Everywhere else had years of wear. Dirt ground into the fibers, small stains I'd never noticed. But that one area looked treated, like it had been scrubbed aggressively. I asked my landlord about it. He said the previous tenant had an incident. He didn't elaborate. A week later, the police knocked on my door. They said they were reopening an old case connected to the building, a missing person. They asked if they could come inside. I said yes. They didn't start in the kitchen. They didn't check the windows. They went straight to my bedroom. One officer knelt by the stain. He didn't touch it. He just stared at it for a long time. Then he asked me a question I wasn't expecting. He asked why that part of the floor was cleaner than the rest of the apartment. I told him I'd just moved in. He nodded. Then he asked if I'd noticed any smells when I first arrived. I told him about the metallic scent. The officers exchanged a look. They brought in a specialist the next day. They pulled up the carpet. Underneath was darker wood. The stain had soaked through. They told me the previous tenant had murdered someone in that room. They cleaned it themselves. Bleach, solvents, scrubbing. But blood doesn't come out of subflooring. The person they killed had never been found, until now, because the wood still tested positive. The landlord had known. He rented the apartment anyway. That night, I slept on a friend's couch. A few days later, I went back to pack my things. Before I left, I noticed something I hadn't before. There were marks on the inside of the bedroom door, deep scratches, low, like someone had been trying to pull themselves away from the floor,